Greetings and welcome back to Rimworld, where we've just finished machining. Build machining tables to disassemble dead mechanoids into usable metal. Thank you very much. Now, let's have a quick look at what we can grab next. I have been saying that I want hospital beds, but I think we'll go for geothermal power at this stage. Let's start the research on that. Mr. Laser Kim has collapsed due to exhaustion. I am very sorry, Mr. Laser Kim, but there's not a lot I can do. What's that? Okay, not too bad. We've got a bunch of chinchilla fur. Very well, we will accept. Now, I want to build production machining. Research, brewery, machining table. How big is this? Not very big at all. Fantastic, I approve. We will get this right about here, I think. Or alternatively, we can build it down here where we're going to have our machines, I guess. You know what? We could actually build quite a few things in here. And it may even be worth considering that and building a dedicated power supply as a result. I hadn't really thought of that, but it's quite possible that we could benefit from this. If we had all of the slag and stuff pulled in here, but we're actively converting it in this room, maybe just a small area is used for the sort of slag stuff. So, kind of like that idea, honestly. So, machining table just to break mechanoids apart. An electric smelter for smelting slag and various chunks and that sort of thing. Where would be the sculptor's smithing bench, tailor's workbench, steel butcher table, steel stonecutter's table. Well, that doesn't need any power. I could even tuck it in really nice and neatly there. You know what? Maybe we don't need a dedicated crafting area. Why don't we do all of our crafting in the warehouse? Kind of makes sense in a way. We would need a large area for our research table, but we could always have that down there, or have that in a dedicated room. The brewery and all cooking stuff could be up there. That makes sense. Yeah, actually, I kind of like this idea. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, we'd have the sculptor's table here. We would have the stonecutter's table. We can have you... Well, what else are we going to have? I guess we would want the stonecutter's table, the sculptor's table, the smithing table. So, there's all of our power-consuming items. We could then have the stonecutter's table over here, or perhaps even down here, further away, because this could be these top sections could be for storing the less used components. Sorry, the less useful in their raw state, so the stones, slag, that sort of thing. So we'd need a stonecutter's table, and yeah, I think that's about it. Sculptor's table after that. Unfortunately, that's not going to work. Wow, drat. Okay, we'll place that one down there. We'll cancel you, and we'll have the stonecutter's table right there instead. Can we not place it? There we go. Okay, I'm fairly happy with this idea. I'm going to have to transfer over all of the stuff to that, but it's not really going to be that big of an issue. Let's get all of these deconstructed. I did make all of these out of wood, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. We'll keep this as perhaps a dedicated research area. Let's try and get everything set up. There we go. So we've got a smithing bench. Let's actually have a look at what we can make. We can make great bows, short bows, spears, knives, long swords, gladius. Nothing we really particularly want. We can make disassemble mechanoid, make artillery shells. Okay, well, disassemble mechanoid, do forever. Just keep doing it. We will set this one up, add bill, smelt metal from slag, do forever on that one, and also smelt metal from a weapon. The details on this one need to be very specific. Melee weapons and ranged weapons of quality as high as normal. So anything below that, just smelt it. Don't keep it. There's no point. We'll get decent money from the normal stuff, but we'll just get the metal back from the other things. So I'm okay with that. And do forever on that one as well. So that one, I actually want the slag done first, and then we'll start working on the metal weapons after that. Okay, very nice. You've actually set that up now. It's now a darkened tunnel. I approve. And let's have a look at this one. Steel Tailor's Workbench. Now, unfortunately, we need this one to be set up with a lot of builds. Yorkshire Terriers... What? A group of Yorkshire Terriers, abandoned or lost, have wandered into the area. They seem accustomed to human contact and are joining the colony. Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to say this now. That's a lot of animals to feed. Please tell me you're omnivorous. You are omnivorous. Oh, thank goodness. I think we may be selling you on as pets. We'll be sending you to a good home, though. Or at least, I very much hope we will be. But there's no way we can support them. Well, I guess we could. I don't know. I'm going to put this one to the comments. Are we going to keep this many Yorkshire Terriers? I mean, that's an awful lot of them. Maybe we could just keep 2 of them. Because honestly, having this many Yorkshire Terriers is going to be a problem. They're going to eat our food. We're not going to give them the sort of care that they need. We could keep a male and a female, but the same idea. I think our retrievers need to be restricted to this area until they can actually do work out here. Having them out here just means they're going to raid our larder. So I'd prefer that not to happen. Yippy dogs. I mean, I love dogs, but yippy dogs. Oh. I'm their energy and their high-pitched yipping. Not a fan. I'll be honest with you. Not a fan. Right, okay, well, you can pretty much do this. Do X times. I won't until we have... no, not 10. We'll just have, like... always do it until 5, I think. Until we have, like, a couple of spare cowboy hats at any one time. 4 should be fine. We'll get that one done. Cowboy hats. Pants. Do until you have 4. Well, no, 5 is a nice round number. Why not? Some t-shirts. Do until you have 5. Button-down shirt. I mean, if you want to wear some button-down shirts, I don't mind at all. We can also then get a duster. 5 of these. We've already got 5 dusters, so we're fine for that. Jackets will do. I mean, realistically, who would want a jacket if they can have a duster? But, well, I'm fine with it. You do your things. Okay, we're starting to take apart these horrible mechanoids. Hopefully we'll get a lot out of that. Those scoundrels. But at this point, we are going to want to start storing more stuff in here. So, with that in mind, I could just tell them, look, fill this place up, but I worry that is going to... That, I think, would be a bit of a dumb move. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to remove zone here. This part of the zone is going to be removed. Straight up. We're then going to replace this floor with paved tile. All the way up. Then we're going to create a new stockpile zone. Maybe a dumping zone. Create a stockpile where your colonists will store junk. This too can expand into existing stockpile. Yeah, I think this is what we want. We want this to effectively be a dumping zone. We also want our cloth and stuff to be brought in here, but generally speaking, this will be our dumping zone. So we'll rename this raw goods, because that's effectively what it is. We don't want any animal corpses here or human-like corpses. We want mechanoid corpses. Fine. Chunks, yes. Weapons. No. Don't want weapons. Resources manufactured. Yeah, we'll have all manufactured cloths. Yeah, that seems reasonable enough. We don't want any medicine stored here, though. Artillery shells, no. As for foods, absolutely none. And no rotten, really. We could... Can I allow non-smeltable? No. I don't want non-smeltable items stored there. Don't want any kind of actual items. So only smeltable items can be stored there, but they can be stored in a pinch. Body parts, no, nothing else. Yeah, you know what though? I don't actually think we want to store the weapons. We'll store the weapons over there. It's close enough. But having the cloth and stuff like that stored here, consider I'm going to be filling up with... maybe that's actually not that smart of an idea. Let's just take the chunks of the mechanoid parts. The cloth, it's not like they're going to have to walk very far to get to it. They are going to have to walk over all of that junk though. And that is actually a problem in a way. So... yeah, we'll turn that off. This will just be a junk stockpile. But we're going to reduce the zone size here a little bit on both sides. We're also going to change the floors. I would like some wooden floors here. Because I'll know it's underneath them. Replace those two. There we go. Then some paved tiles so that you've got somewhere that you can easily walk whilst doing stuff. I think that's going to be important. I would like to have some lighting. If we're going to be crafting in here, I think it becomes more important to actually have some decent lighting down here as well. I don't want it running off that though. Let's go for power conduits for now. We'll just run it all the way around, since we are going to have things down here as well. We can have the whole room set up with power. Then we'll connect the lights. I think that will work out quite well. Now we're going to move all of these things around, please. Yes, move my power claw. I don't want that going anywhere. Now I have significantly reduced our storage area here, which is a bit of a shame. I could say that this can't store mechanoids, but kind of wanted to. This should be the important area for storing these types of things, though. So let's get all of that in. Then it's going to be so much easier for people to walk around, especially once all of this is gone. Because right now, you can already see how much this is delaying everyone's progress. Just this alone. Now, there we go. We've got a steel sculptor's table, steel stone cutter's table. Let's add a make stones, details. You know what? Trying to restrict how many stones they make, considering they count all blocks as being the same. I can't realistically restrict it to say keep 500 of each. So I'm just going to say, look, do until you have... let's pull this down by 10 to 250. And then go all the way up to 500. So make 500 blocks of something. And if I end up with too much of one type, I'll just increase the amount that we can make. As for the steel sculptor's table, I wouldn't mind at all if you made some small sculptures out of stone. Stone blocks can be used. No more wood, just stone blocks. It's going to take a long time to make with stone, unfortunately. But, you know, that's just what we're going to have. Make until you've got 10. There we go. I'm very happy with that. Exhaustion. Mr. Lazy Kim. Planting plants is hard, I agree. And this should now be ambush sites. There we go, ambush sites. You now have a room. Also, we've got some more cargo pods. What we got? Boom rat ladder. I approve. Okay, not a bad little update there. We still haven't finished this room over there. That's going to take a little bit of time. But hopefully, now that we're actually moving things around, our huskies and oh, Diva, you've learnt it. Oh, Diva, fantastic. Right, where is Ignat? I require Ignat. Where are you? Ignat, I want you to start learning to haul. Thank you very much. That is going to be great. Once we've got more of our canine companions able to haul for us, that is going to make everything so much easier. Oh my lord. Right, we should now have plenty of power going right around. So let's have a quick look at that. Yes, we do. So we can go ahead and add in some lighting down here as well. I think we'll have some on either side of our crafting stations there. In a way, I almost feel like I should pull that down, but no, I think I'll live without it. Collapse you to extreme exhaustion. Averties collapse you to extreme exhaustion. Really? Why didn't you just sleep for longer? You crazy fools. But we are getting plenty of research done now, I notice. I'm very happy with this. I could probably put in another one, but then I'd have less people hauling and cleaning, and I'm actually really, really happy to have so many people doing that. On the whole, I feel that things are on the up at the moment. We're even clearing some of this path away. Not a lot. I mean, there's a lot more that could be done. Where is Ambush Scythe? What are you doing right now? Oh, you're growing. Okay, that's fair enough. Now you're just planting more plants around the place, and there's probably always going to be stuff for you to do in here. Well, you know what? That's perfectly fine by me. Eventually, you'll have planted all these plants, and the next harvest will be enormous, but we've got a lot of animals right now, so we kind of need it. So that's fine. What are you off to next? Going to plant some more? Oh, no, you're going to sleep. Well, you've done pretty good work today, I feel. Exotic goods trader. So to me, this is your calling. Go and chat with the exotic goods trader, and fall has begun. Ah, lovely. Let's see what we've got. We've also got a combat supply. That's actually really, really good. Right, we're going to get rid of you. We don't need that. I'm almost getting to the point where I'm thinking of selling on anything that's normal at this point. I mean, we've got so many. In fact, yeah, why keep it? There's really no reason to. If it's normal and damaged, if it's less than good, I no longer want it. We've got such skilled craftsmen that it's really not a priority to keep anymore. Get rid of this one. This is a normal jacket. Normal. Get out, you filth. Okay, bionic legs. Power claws. 1,000. I mean, we've got 1,000. Problem here is we do not quite have the rest. I could sell all of our gold. I've got so many Yorkshire Terriers. I'm not going to sell them until I've gotten some comments. I refuse. Have we? Oh, we've got one female, one male. That's good. Okay, well, we accept that. Next, I would like you to... Oh, you've just switched out, so that's fine. Go and talk... No, go and talk to the combat supplier. There we go. We should be able to sell a lot of stuff here, and then we could talk to the exotic goods supplier again. This is grand. Let's continue to get rid of all of this. We pretty much don't require any of these at this point, I would say. Let's just get rid of all of these weapons. Get ourselves a bit of extra money. We will always keep the plasteel knife and the plasteel gladius. They are important to us. 21! Wow, that's the best deal I've seen in a long time. We'll take 5. We won't. We'll take 3. Okay, there we go. And now I require all of the silver brought inside, please. Chop, chop. Some more. We want all of the silver brought inside. There we go. And even more brought in, please. Then, let's see if we can't get another power claw. There we go. Power claw, power claw, power claw, power claw. Where are you? There we go. Worth it. Except... Ha ha! Ah, Shadow Wolf. You're about to get an upgrade. Right, you can drop your steel longsword wherever you stood. Where are you stood? Right, there you are. That can go. And now, let's go and get you some operations. I want a power claw in your right hand and a power claw in your left hand. On the plus side, the lost fingers and thumbs, they will get replaced, I believe. There we go. Fantastic. I approve. There we go. Some extra lighting in here as well. All things are going well so far. Thank you very much, Awerty. You're going on the inside to do that last bit. Why? I have no idea. Oh well. I mean, okay, I suppose, but seems a little bit odd, I'll be honest with you. There we go, Keegan finishing all of that work off. One colonist awaiting medical. And I believe Shadow Wolf should now be amazing. Well done, Shadow Wolf. Okay, so we've got 2 Wolverine brawlers. I am pretty pleased with this, as you can imagine. I really would like all of this hauled, and in fact, I'm going to give it an order to get this out of the way, please. Let's get all of this out of the way so we can walk around this area. There we go. Get that hauled as a priority, and then we should be good for a little while, I imagine. Alright, on that note, I'm going to be wrapping up the episode there. We have done a fair bit of work, and in the next, I imagine we're going to have to go and deal with that bloody poison ship. Not looking forward to that at all. But you never know. Maybe we'll be able to get out of it without losing anyone. Hopefully. Though I strongly suspect I'm not going to actually have much use for my Wolverine colonists. Except as a distraction. Maybe. Ooh, wait. Manhunter pack. Boomalopes. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Please turn on the guns. We'll find out how that goes in the next episode. But until then, and as always, I hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next. Do take care.